Alright, listen up. Folks, this is Master Sergeant Bodley, Chief Investigator of the Online Special Investigation Group, and I've got some serious heat to throw at Moon Kingdom gc4sg. We've been digging deep into this mess, and let me tell you, the evidence we've uncovered paints a pretty damning picture. Buckle up, because I'm about to lay it all out, raw and unfiltered. First off, at Moon Kingdom gc4sg, who claims to be this 34-year-old, high-functioning autistic individual, running a quaint little Sailor Moon roleplay channel, has been throwing around some heavy accusations. They're crying about being cyberbullied by their ex, at Sailor Katarina, and her new boyfriend, at GamerPuzzle7242, saying they're spying on their channel and stealing artwork. But let's flip the script, because the evidence we've gathered shows at Moon Kingdom gc4sg isn't exactly the innocent victim they're pretending to be. We've got screenshots of posts where at Moon Kingdom gc4sg is straight up encouraging their subscribers to report at Sailor Katarina and at GamerPuzzle7242 to YouTube and Google, claiming they're toxic and evil. Now, I'm all for standing up for yourself, but this is a calculated move to weaponize their audience against others. They're not just venting, they're orchestrating a harassment campaign. Plain and simple. That's not roleplay drama. That's real-world harm, and it's the kind of behavior that gets channels shut down. Then there's the artwork theft allegations. At Sailor Katarina claims at Moon Kingdom gc4sg has been spying on their channels and stealing pictures and artwork. We looked into this, and while we can't access the full posting history without a deeper platform dive, the pattern of behavior is suspicious. At Moon Kingdom gc4sg's own content, like that thumbnail with a red slash over an image of two characters, looks like it could be a repurposed piece meant to shade their ex. If they're lifting art without credit or permission, that's a violation of YouTube's copyright policies, and it's a quick way to get demonetized or banned. But here's where it gets uglier. At Moon Kingdom gc4sg's rhetoric is escalating. They're talking about their ex's actions leading to turning evil, and wishing for their channel to disappear. That's not just petty drama, that's a veiled threat. And when you pair that with their call to action for subscribers to mass report, it smells like a coordinated attempt to sabotage someone's online presence. If we take unknown comments at face value, at Moon Kingdom gc4sg has a history of messy relationships, including alleged cheating, which might explain the bad blood, but it doesn't excuse turning a personal grudge into a public witch hunt. But here's where it gets uglier. At Moon Kingdom gc4sg's rhetoric is escalating. They're talking about their ex's actions leading to turning evil, and wishing for their channel to disappear. That's not just petty drama, that's a veiled threat. And when you pair that with their call to action for subscribers to mass report, it smells like a coordinated attempt to sabotage someone's online presence. If we take unknown comments at face value, at Moon Kingdom gc4sg has a history of messy relationships, including alleged cheating, which might explain the bad blood, but it doesn't excuse turning a personal grudge into a public witch hunt. Now, I've seen cases like this before. Back in my days investigating online fraud rings, I dealt with plenty of folks hiding behind victimhood to justify their own shady actions. At Moon Kingdom gc4sg's playbook isn't new. They're using their platform to manipulate their audience, playing on sympathy with their personal disclosures about autism and their no-drama stance, all while stirring the pot harder than a chef on a cooking show. It's a classic deflection tactic. Look like the good guy while you're the one throwing punches. Here's the kicker. YouTube's community guidelines don't mess around with this stuff. Harassment, bullying, and encouraging others to target someone's channel can get you suspended faster than you can say Sailor Moon. If at Sailor Katarina and at GamerPuzzle7242 have solid proof of stolen content or targeted harassment like chat logs, stolen art comparisons, or even timestamped posts, they've got a strong case to report at Moon Kingdom gc4sg and get their channel flagged for review. Now, I'm not saying at Sailor Katarina and at GamerPuzzle7242 are angels. There's two sides to every story, and they might be throwing shade right back. But the evidence we've got points to you at Moon Kingdom gc4sg as the aggressor here, using their platform to rally a mob and potentially violate platform rules. If I were still on active duty, I'd be hauling this case straight to YouTube's trust and safety team, with a full report. So, at Moon Kingdom-GC4sg, you better clean up your act. The internet isn't your personal battleground, and if you keep this up, you're gonna find your channel in the crosshairs of a banhammer. To the victims, at Sailor Katarina and at GamerPuzzle724 to document everything. Screenshots, timestamps, the works. Report it to YouTube, and don't let this escalate further. And to the online community watching this train wreck unfold, don't get sucked into the drama. Stay smart, stay safe, and don't feed the trolls. This is Master Sergeant Badoy, signing off. We'll keep digging, and if more dirt comes up, you'll hear from me again. Over and out.